At 8:06 in the morning, Mina Park found the sofa. It was wedged between the second-floor landing and the emergency exit. It looked like it had lost an argument with architecture. The sofa was large, velvet, and aggressively mustard yellow. Mina stood on the stairs with a tray of clean mugs in both hands.
Ben, please come here and tell me this is a hallucination caused by undercaffeination.
Ben appeared below her with flour on one sleeve. He looked up. He considered the sofa.
That is not a hallucination. That is a lifestyle decision.
Did you buy it?
Mina, if I bought a sofa, it would apologize before taking up space.
Pip rolled to the bottom step and tilted his little screen upward.
Object detected, upholstered seating unit. Emotional temperature, defensive.
Mina set the mugs down carefully.
The sofa has been here for 6 minutes and already has more confidence than our lease renewal.
By 8:30, the sofa had become a public issue. Lena arrived with paint on her knuckles and stopped mid-step.
Oh, respectfully, that is not furniture, that is a declaration.
Mina pointed at her with a pencil.
Do not admire it until we know who abandoned it.
I am not admiring. I am assessing its narrative potential.
Ben leaned against the counter.
That sounds expensive and not technically an answer.
Theo came in carrying a cardboard box full of wires and one small fan that was still running for reasons no one trusted. He saw the sofa and brightened.
Fantastic. We needed soft infrastructure.
Mina closed her eyes.
Theo,
I'm using infrastructure emotionally.
Pitt processed for half a second.
Clarification, the sofa is obstructing 42% of the stairwell width.
thank you. Finally, a sentence with consequences attached.
Adam Vale arrived 10 minutes later, which was unfortunate for everyone who had been hoping the sofa might solve itself. He stopped at the landing and stared.
Why is there a sofa in a fire path?
Ben lifted a hand.
Before anyone panics, we have already ruled out me, Mina, and most weather systems.
Lena folded her arms.
I object to probably.
Adam turned to Theo. Theo looked wounded.
I would never put a sofa in a fire path without first measuring the fire path.
That is not the reassurance you think it is.
Sera came downstairs from her studio, calm in a plum coat, carrying a notebook. She looked at the sofa, then at the group.
Interesting.
She said it in the tone she used when people had accidentally brought her material. Mina glanced at her.
Interesting good? Or interesting you are about to make us emotionally accountable?
Those categories overlap more often than people prefer to admit.
Adam took out his phone.
No one uses the stairwell until this is moved. I am not turning a sofa into an incident report.
People use the stairwell because they have legs.
People use a stairwell because the elevator still makes a noise like regret.
Theo raised a finger.
Technically, that noise is the pulley housing.
Emotionally, it is regret.
Mina looked at Adam.
Where can it go temporarily?
Not the hallway, not the landing, not the cafe, not the roof, not the repair loft, unless Theo wants to convert it into a dangerous guest.
Theo's face changed.
No.
You do not know what I was going to say.
I know the shape of your optimism, and it usually requires insurance.
Pip rolled in a small circle.
Temporary storage options are limited by volume, accessibility, fire safety, and everyone's taste.
Lena touched the sofa arm.
Taste is not the issue.
Mina looked at the color.
Taste is at least a witness.
They gathered around the sofa as if it were a difficult relative who had arrived with luggage. Sera opened her notebook.
Let us name the actual problem.
It is blocking the stairs.
That is the visible problem.
It is ugly.
Lena gasped.
It is not ugly. It is courageous in a way I personally would not be.
It is unclaimed, and because it is unclaimed, everyone is treating it like permission.
Sera nodded.
Closer.
Theo frowned.
Maybe someone gave it to the building.
Adam's expression sharpened.
Buildings do not receive gifts. People create liabilities and call them generosity.
The sentence landed harder than he intended. Lena's eyebrows rose.
I am hearing a subtext wearing steel-toed boots.
Adam put his phone away.
I am hearing a sofa blocking an exit.
Mina wrote in her notebook, visible problem, sofa. Actual problem, nobody asked, and everyone still feels invited. Mabel 7 appeared at the top of the stairs, her warning light already blinking.
Unauthorized lounge object detected.
Theo brightened.
Mabel, did you see who delivered it?
I saw two humans of ordinary competence and poor spatial judgment.
Adam stepped forward.
Can you identify them?
One wore a green jacket. The other had the moral posture of a person moving something heady for free and wanting gratitude anyway.
I know that posture.
Mina looked at Mabel.
Did they leave a note?
They said, and I quote, "This is probably the place."
Lena clapped once.
A sentence with no legal foundation and unlimited mood.
Sera wrote something down. Adam noticed.
Are you documenting this?
I document patterns, especially when people pretend the pattern is upholstery.
This is furniture.
Furniture is often a pattern with cushions.
The first customer to see the sofa was Mrs. Alvarez from the third floor, who looked at it and said,
Finally,
Mina blinked.
Finally?
this stairwell has no place to sit. I told someone years ago.
Adam closed his eyes.
Who?
A man with a clipboard.
That describes half my job and none of my records.
Mrs. Alvarez sat on the sofa before anyone could stop her. The sofa sighed under her like it had been waiting for purpose. Ben leaned toward Mina.
I hate this development, but it looks emotionally successful.
Pip rolled closer.
User satisfaction appears high.
Adam opened his mouth. Sera lifted one finger.
Careful. You are about to argue with evidence.
Lena smiled.
The sofa has entered its public service era.
Mina wrote, complication, unauthorized, unsafe, beloved. By noon, 3 tenants had used the sofa. One rested groceries on it. One tied a child's shoe beside it. Theo sat on the arm and said it improved his thinking, although no one requested proof. Adam taped a temporary notice to the wall. Sofa under review. Lena added a tiny sketch of the sofa looking accused. Adam removed the sketch. Lena replaced it with a smaller sketch. Mina watched this happen with the tired patience of someone observing weather.
We need a decision.
We need criteria.
We have criteria. Fire code.
That is a veto, not a plan.
Sera looked between them.
Adam is afraid that if he allows one exception, everyone will treat every boundary as negotiable.
Adam's jaw tightened. Mina's pencil paused.
And I'm afraid that if we remove every small comfort on principle, this place becomes efficient and miserable.
For a moment, nobody joked. They moved the discussion to the cafe table because serious conversations behaved better near pastry. Ben brought coffee, tea, and 1 plate of scones he described as neutral support with butter. Theo proposed adding wheels to the sofa. Adam rejected this before Theo finished the word wheels. Lena proposed reupholstering it. Mina asked who would pay. Lena looked deeply betrayed by arithmetic. Sera proposed asking tenants what they actually needed from the stairwell before deciding what they were allowed to want. Adam stared at her.
We cannot run a consultation process for a sofa.
Then do not call it that. Call it listening before deciding, which is consultation with better shoes.
That sounds cheaper than consultation.
Mina drew 3 columns: safety, usefulness, beauty. Pip added a 4th by projecting text onto the table, who has to maintain it. Adam looked at him.
That is annoyingly excellent.
Pip's screen brightened.
I accept grudging praise.
The answer arrived from the laundry nook, where Juno from the 3rd floor found a delivery tag stuck under one cushion. The sofa had been sent to the wrong building. Not the wrong apartment, the wrong building. Adam held the tag like a courtroom exhibit.
There, we are done. The sofa has an address, and mercifully, it is not ours.
Mrs. Alvarez, who had returned with knitting, said.
Are we?
Lena looked at the sofa.
It has lived here a whole day. That is enough for backstory.
No, that is not how ownership works.
Sera turned to him.
No, but it may be how attachment starts.
Mina looked at the tag. The correct address was 3 blocks away. Ben read over her shoulder.
So the ethical thing is to return it.
Yes.
Theo looked crushed.
Can ethics have a grace period?
Not when furniture blocks a stairwell.
They carried the sofa out together after closing. This took 4 humans, 1 robot, and several separate arguments about angles. Mabel 7 supervised from the doorway.
Rotate left.
We are rotating left.
Emotionally, perhaps.
Ben nearly laughed and nearly dropped his end. Mina held the door with her hip.
Nobody dies for mustard velvet.
Adam guided the back corner past the railing.
Slowly, if it scratches the wall, I will become a version of myself no one invited.
Lena patted the sofa.
Goodbye, impossible creature. You were briefly controversial and strangely loved.
Mrs. Alvarez stood beside Sera on the landing.
The stairwell still needs somewhere to sit.
Sera looked at Adam, not unkindly. Adam sighed.
I heard it. Please do not make me repeat it in a warm voice.
Mina smiled.
Specific sentence, please.
Adam looked at the empty landing.
We will find a safe bench, and I will pretend that was my idea.
The next morning, the stairwell looked larger and less interesting. On the wall where the sofa had been, Adam had taped a new notice: stairwell seating proposal. Small bench. Fire safe placement. Tenant feedback welcome. Lena had drawn a tiny bench wearing a crown. This time, Adam had not removed it. Lena had drawn a tiny bench wearing a crown. This time, Adam had not removed it. Mina found him in the cafe, staring into his coffee as if the cup contained municipal law.
You survived community input.
I remain concerned about precedent.
Good. Concern is useful when it is not allowed to drive.
Ben set down a warm scone.
For the record, I would never buy a mustard sofa.
Lena walked past with paint samples.
For the record, tasteful cowardice is still cowardice.
Theo followed with a measuring tape.
For the record, I can make the bench modular.
No wheels.
Pip rolled beside him.
Preemptive boundary successfully issued.
Mina opened her notebook.
Then we are learning.